Hello guys, TKG here for your comfortable LostArk life. Today, I'm going to cover about the recent Luan Summer event. Last Friday, as many of you know, the Luan Summer event took place. This Luan Summer was essentially a make or break moment for the LostArk's future. And that's why in this video, I want to briefly cover what was discussed during the Luan Summer and the outline, the direction that has been set forward. First, the Luan Summer event began by presenting the future direction of the LostArk in response to the current situation. Particularly, LostArk has been facing significant issue with its RPG elements. In addition, as the new season commenced, economic problem became more prominent. During the event, solutions to address these issues were proposed. The direction regarding economic concern was outlined as follows. Since the start of the Season 3, the highly imbalanced economic structure has led many players to leave the game. To resolve these issues, measures were presented, focusing on several key points. A notable improvement addressed the gold-related aspects. Recently, LostArk has experienced extreme imbalances in the production and consumption of gold. To resolve this, penalties will be imposed, much like a tax on players who solely produce gold rather than consume actively in the game. Moreover, stricter action will be taken against players operating multi-account setup like bot, supported by revised terms and policies. This will include reducing reward for low-level daily contents, often exploited by multi-account users, and eliminating matchmaking system that allow such exploitations. Additionally, individual gold usage features and contents will be introduced to diversify the gold consumption, promising a new balanced and engaging gameplay experience. Additionally, the direction regarding new progression system is as follows. Recently, LostArk has faced challenges with progression elements, which have become monotonous and often feels unrewarding. This has led many players to abandon or pause their progression journey. To address this, updates are planned to make progress more engaging and beneficial. The proposed update and policies include introducing new progression factors and farming elements to create more motivation for players. Furthermore, rewards for players who invest significant time and dedication into the game will be expanded to better recognize their effort and enhance their experience. Details regarding raids and upcoming updates were presented as follows. As discussed in previous video, the raid contents remained largely unchanged. The differentiation in difficulty levels will continue, with the addition of a new top-tier difficulty level alongside normal and hard modes. Normal mode will be made easier and certain excessively challenging mechanics will be removed or adjusted. Moreover, mechanics that excessively consume time, such as bosses suddenly flying away, hiding underground, or becoming invulnerable to damage, will also be reduced or eliminated. Regarding updates, a more flexible policy direction has been promised. Instead of concentrating on all updates during the major periods, updates will be rolled out frequently based on priority and the needs of players and the game. Additionally, overly predictable update patterns will be reduced in the future to enhance the overall experience. Additionally, after the conclusion of the last act, the existing world map will be expanded to continue the storyline of the universe. And now, let's introduce the update rolled out this Wednesday, June 25th. First, as revealed in Luan, the new Valkyrie class has been added. This class, widely known as female paladins, has officially been named Valkyrie. It's a versatile class that allows players to switch between support and DPS builds, offering a fresh positioning compared to traditional support classes. Furthermore, updates related to user interface and user experience have been implemented. Particularly, visibility enhancements stand out in this update. A notable change concerns character builds, which have been made simpler and more intuitive. Players can now view complex builds at a glance, and additional tooltip support has been added to the matchmaking system, making it easier to identify whether a support character is using support builds or DPS build. Additionally, Act 1 was introduced for solo raid. And a new round system has been added to the party matching system. Acting as a virtual waiting room, this allows players to inspect other characters in details, including their skins and honor rewards. A new pass has also been released. The updated pass now supports level up to 1660 and has streamlined challenge missions. For instance, where previously players had to complete both Gate 1 and 2 of Vulcan, the process now starts directly at Gate 2, with rewards given upon completions. In addition, the pass is now limited to 1 per account to prevent misuse across multiple accounts. Daily contents map have undergone change as well. Introducing a forewarning and contribution system, this is a mass participation system in which players collectively engage in contents, raising their contribution level. As the contribution level increases, the reward system grants benefit to all participating players. Let's briefly summarize the update planned for July, August, and September. First, in July, a special event raid is scheduled. Mine Extreme. The entry requirements are 1690 for normal and 1720 for hard. And as with previous event raids, it consists of Gate 1. One of the key features of this raid is that it represents a simplified version of Gate 4, where extremely difficult mechanics and patterns are removed. Additionally, this version will include the newly introduced Just Guard system from Season 3. Moreover, the new revival system will also be incorporated into the release. July also marks the arrival of full-fledged summer events and the long-awaited combat analyzer tools. The combat analyzer will provide detailed combat-related information. Based on the revealed image, it will display data such as DPS contribution by skills, the player's proportions of back attacks and head attacks, and other advanced combat statistics. In August, preparation for the last act and its update are set to take center stage. Additionally, daily contents level will be expanded. And on August 20th, the last act, the first challenge, is scheduled to commence. The most significant aspect of this event is that only after the first challenge is successfully completed will open the normal and hard difficulty of the last act to the public. In other words, the successful conclusion of the first challenge is a prerequisite for everyone to enjoy the normal and hard modes of the last act. In September, improvements are planned for martial artist stands alongside the additions of the new collectibles. Furthermore, additional Paradise contents is set to be introduced. Based on the revealed details, Paradise appears to be reminiscent of the old tower contents. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. And always, thanks for your big support. Hope this video was a little help for your LostArk journey. And of course, if you like my videos, hit the sub for more upcoming infos. I'll come back with more useful infos in the next video.